Hi guys, I'm Ryan Frost, and I'm going to take you through a Spotify social media marketing plan for the next couple of minutes. So to start off, a little background on Spotify. Spotify is one of the biggest streaming platforms used around the world, and it actually is considered the first among a lot of these newer streaming services, including Amazon, Google, and Apple. So I've decided to do a SWOT analysis on that business and see what they can do to make themselves higher in the ranks. Well, Spotify's strengths come with the fact that they were one of the first streaming platforms, so they have a little bit of head start with gaining trust and loyalty. And their apps are very easy to use and comprehend compared to other platforms. And this was figured out through customer feedback and user reviews. And Spotify does offer a free service, which other platforms do not. Some of the weaknesses they do face is that artists get quite low revenue from Spotify because of their free services, and that Spotify's music library could be limited by artists taking down their catalogs in a result because of that revenue problem. Their last weakness out of the big three would be that they are pushing users a little too heavy to go premium on their platform by getting rid of some of the features that were once free. So that has led to some negative customer feedback. Now, some of the opportunities that Spotify does have is that as a streaming service, and that's any streaming service right now, they could be expanding themselves onto live music streaming, live band interviews, TV, or film. This is a genuinely new service, so there is a lot of room for opportunity. And Spotify has always been a trusted service since they were first around, and they have an opportunity to change the ways and make themselves a stronger competitor. Now, some of the threats they face are iTunes, Amazon, Google, and most importantly, Apple, which could easily take Spotify's place in the streaming platform market, as they are also very trusted and well-followed brands. Now, more artists may take their catalogs down from Spotify and join other services who benefit them more. Now, Spotify has been doing a better job of retaining and gaining premium subscribers, as they had a very successful ad campaign to end last year, dubbed 2018 Goals, in which they took these quirky playlist names that they found throughout the app and flipped them into goals for 2018. Both these were physical and digital and worked very well. They were very capturable and very shareable. Now, here's a smart analysis of Spotify. Specifically, Spotify is looking to increase its revenue as it loses almost all of its profit to record labels. They want to keep their premium subscribers that they have, as well as expand with more premium subscribers, and work really hard on retaining all of that revenue and all of those subscribers. The goal is definitely measurable, and after a successful advertising campaign to start 2018, the goals definitely feel more attainable than ever. And their end goal is to keep bringing on more and more monthly subscribers. It is definitely attainable. While it may look daunting with a lot of competitors emerging in the market, especially from strong brands, Spotify still manages to improve. And it's reassured investors that its goal to keep expanding and maintaining is attainable. It is definitely realistic, but it is hard with the amount of competitors, especially those with the trusted brands. But Spotify was a trailblazer in the streaming industry and does have leverage because of that. With more successful ad campaigns like the last one, there is no reason Spotify cannot sustain and grow success. Now, the goal doesn't necessarily have a timeline, but you definitely want to see it work in an exponential manner in which every quarter we gain and retain more premium subscribers. Now, the big idea that we will be rolling out with the next ad campaign is hashtag goals for growth, and this looks to make Spotify more identifiable and personable as a company. Through this, Spotify shows off a humane side through humor and charitable donations. With nothing offensive but slightly edgy, Spotify is placing a safe bet through this campaign. Spotify looks to up premium subscribers through this and build brand recognition. Now, the three most effective social media outlets for this campaign would have to be Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, Twitter should be the most effective out of these three regarding customer interaction, as all of Spotify's tweets garner multiple responses in which they can instantly be replied to. Twitter also offers the most leeway in replying, giving the option to add images or GIFs as well as text. Instagram is great for getting points across quickly because posts are limited to either photo or video with a caption under. While some tweets can be copied to Instagram, this platform should be used to spread organic content. Twitter can also be used as a link to Instagram posts, increasing traffic on both platforms. Facebook can be used to promote all types of media regarding all of Spotify and specifically the Goals for Growth big idea. Facebook has the widest audience of these three platforms and should be used to post original content as well as link consumers to other posts on Twitter and Instagram. Now, here are some examples of the social media posts. Here is a Facebook post in which Spotify has made a video with Neo, talking about all of the different artists that he's written for over the years. And they remind users to keep using the app and keep streaming to keep giving, as the more streams Spotify receives, the more they donate to school music programs. Now, here is an Instagram post by Spotify in which RuPaul gives us the tea on his 2018 Wrapped. Now, this is another campaign that Spotify is rolling out for the end of 2018, and it goes perfect with Goals for Growth as it kind of piggybacks on last year's 2018 goals and expands it to be more charitable with the 2018 Wrapped quirkiness. It definitely works very well. They definitely go hand in hand. And lastly, here's a tweet example in which Spotify finds playlists that have these quirky names, kind of like last year, in their 2018 Wrapped hashtag. And we remind them about hashtag Goals for Growth. And all they have to do is use the app and stream, and we will keep donating. Now, here is a social media calendar. Spotify will be targeting 18 to 35-year-old men and women, people with some sort of disposable income that are still passionate, about their music and want new music and a wide variety of music. They don't necessarily have a niche yet, like some older people tend to have. So Monday through Sunday, there will be tweets on all three accounts. Now, Twitter will have the widest range. Instagram will be 6 to 10. It will be a nighttime post. And Facebook will be 2 to 5 during, the end of the workday. All the tweets cycle between a serious theme with Goals for Growth and a graphic for school music funding. Then some are more like the Post Malone tweet example, where it's a 2018 Wrapped with Goals for Growth, a double hashtag on that. And then some will have quirky themes, like a Goals for Growth with a quirky user playlist. Now, in order to expand, we need to set goals. Spotify looks to increase its premium subscribers. It looks to improve brand awareness. It looks to increase customer interaction. And it looks to increase streams for big ideas. Now, through the social media channels that we have, for the premium subscribers, we will need retweets. For Instagram, we will need tags. And for Facebook, we will need shares. For Objective 2, we will need likes on all three platforms just to improve the brand awareness, to get people with positive brand awareness. In Objective 3, we would like to increase customer interaction. So on Twitter, that's mentions. Instagram, it's comments, which can be replied to. And Facebook, it's also comments that can be replied to as well. And lastly, we would like to increase streams for the big idea. So on Twitter, that would link to retweets. Instagram and Facebook would both link to likes, because those are both things that we just want to see people recognizing us, hitting the like button on us. And lastly, brand evangelists. Spotify should focus heavily on its brand evangelists, as they are the driving force behind expanding their business. With music streaming, word of mouth is vastly important, and many customers are heavily influenced by first-hand recommendations. Spotify should focus on men and women aged 18 to 35 as they are their primary market. Spotify should also push for major recording artists to be brand ambassadors, promoting their service among all others. With many similarities between all music streaming services, factors such as recommendations and recognition are crucial to the success and stability of a business. Spotify should execute this by increasing the use of user-generated content as well as the amount of consumer responses that they reply to.